don't even know how to start these videos. I've done so few Boruto videos recently, and I'm sorry. I apologize. Sorry. Series right up here. Subscribe button right down there if you want. Yeah, fuck it. Anyway, I'm currently in bed, shirtless as fuck on Thanksgiving, and I was like, "Hey, BFH, we're gonna catch up on Boruto. You're gonna be a little pussy for another day. I'm not gonna be a pussy for another day. Catching up on Boruto, one chapter behind, and I think that this will be another developmental one. Last week, I felt like last week. I recorded the video last week, but that chapter 15, is now 2 months behind. But I felt like it was very developmental and it was slower and it was something that was needed because I do think that there is a plot to develop. And I wouldn't be surprised if this is like that too. It would be, Rasengans and motherfuckers fighting and all that shit every time. We just need to just take it slow, just chill. And speaking of chill, I'm doing the opposite of that. I'm sweating my ass off because I have no fan on, I have no AC going, so it's going to be a quicker video because I don't want to have a heat stroke. Boruto, Blue Vortex. Love looks not with the mind, but with the eyes. Very poetic by Kishimoto and Ikimoto there. The singularity of fate. OBS fucked me last time. I did the video for Boruto chapter 15. 75% of it is just useless. I can't use any of it because the fucking audio fucked up. So I gotta figure out something to do with that one. Alright. So this is like a flashback. Space-time ninjutsu instantly transports you to other people anywhere. It's a basic Otsutsuki ability. You've manifested it several times in the past, but they were all single accidental bursts under limited, irreproducible circumstances. Very smart guy. Kashikoji, his language is a little bit thicker than Jiraiya's. He might have gotten some buffs of the brain cells. But yeah, he can't control his, ST ninjutsu. However, about 6 years' time, you manage to master it. Are marking metal objects or chakras so you can sense them. You evolved it into an ninjutsu that enables you to move freely, instantly, wherever you want. And that's a flying Raijin. Oh. He did a fake fucking FTG. By marking metal objects with your chakras so you can sense them, you evolve into a ninjutsu that enables you to move freely and instantly, whenever you want. He calls it FTG. Named after the jutsu by Minato, the fourth Hokage. And I guess Boruto already knew about FTG based on his reaction. I'm going to make that my... I got to keep a couple screenshots ready to go, just in case. He doesn't know the real FTG, but he copycatted FTG. It kind of gives me a soft dick right now, I'm not going to lie to you. I thought he somehow learned the real MTG and could do it with one fucking hand because he'd really be a genius in that situation. But as Kashikoji says here, in two different jutsus, he devised his own copycat, and Boruto kind of derived that he was a genius because he did the... Damn. I did say near identical. I don't know if that means Minato's is still faster or better than Boruto's. The thing is, like, Minato's FTG was like maybe other than Tobirama's, which was weaker, he might have had the worst teleportation jutsu. Well, maybe not because Sasuke, I don't know. Sasuke doesn't use the Mino Chichikara. He does. He actually does do it. I was going to say he didn't use it in Shippuden, but he does do it against Kaguya. He does it against Madara, too. Okay, so Minato may have the second worst FTG, or space-time ninjutsu in Naruto Shippuden. Because Kamui is 20 times better, right? Just thinking abilities here. It's way more versatile. There's another one I just had to top of my head I just forgot about. But there's another one that I forgot about. That's in Shippuden. I swear there's at least one more that's also in Shippuden that I just forgot about. But FCG is limited by the simple fact that Minato is the only one that uses it with just one hand, or just by himself, not one hand by himself. Everybody else who uses it kind of needs help, it seems like, using it. Tobirama's is less effective and seems slower, I think. I think it's a difference between his, because I think Tobirama can use it by himself. He just isn't as good in using it as Minato. I think that's the difference. Minato's efficiency and reaction time, I think, makes FTG as effective as it is. I mean, he basically beat Kamui with FTG. So his response time, I think, makes it what it is. Boruto's is probably going to end up being better than, like, just as pure as the ability goes. I think it's going to be better than FTG, the real FTG. I guess it's still FTG, but it's not the real one. I don't know what to call it. We'll call it Pepsi, and we'll call Minato's Coke. All right, so we're kind of going through how he ends up learning Pepsi. So metal objects are the most suitable for chakra marking, and he's just kind of like saying like he's basically like depicting the training montage to us effectively, but really to Boruto. So any metal object being able to use for Pepsi marking, and if it was within your visual range, the translocation would be easier and more accurate. Translocation is like what like dolphins use, right? Like for echolocation. Like I just said what they use. It's echolocation, it's not translocation. But whatever, who gives a fuck? It's difficult to transport or teleport far away. Okay, so let's say you've got two chakra marked shuriken, one farther to the north, the other to the south. So just think like this is east west, but whatever. You sense a chakra on the object, try to translocate, but in this case, you have no clue at which of the two chakra or shuriken you'll arrive. It would not be an issue if only one object were in play at the time. Then you wouldn't be taking full advantage of the utility of this jutsu. So he came up with the idea to use symbols. Each metal object would be a distinct shape, and visualizing a unique symbol would make it possible to accurately transport to your intended coordinates if they are far away. The further you want to display yourself, the greater the powers of concentration necessary. We did see Boruto take a beat to teleport before he left the prison that they had him held in a couple chapters ago. So maybe that's part of. I think he was also like monologuing to the captors that held his shit, his bag. Have a lot of training ahead of me. He kind of just saved a lot, though. He saved a lot just with knowing, As Kashin says right here, in just a few minutes, you've acquired the theories knowledge that took the future you many years to cobble together. But knowledge alone is not enough. In order to truly master the flying Raijin, you'll need to study and practice an extraordinary amount. So yeah, he ends up, I would imagine, saying Boruto a ton of time. And you can see both good and bad futures when I tell everyone everything and have them help when that guarantee things go in a good direction. It's truly ironic, but the more people that know it, the more the nature of that future will change. Once you know a future, you can no longer act the same as before you knew it. Instead, it will branch in complex ways, making it even more difficult to predict. So I guess he kind of told Boruto because of how harmless it was for him to know how to accelerate FTG and its learning. Because either way, he ends up learning it, so it should save some time. If he can pretty much assume that nothing seriously bad will happen telling Naruto or Boruto, FTG, Pepsi, then go ahead and tell him, right? That makes sense. Like if you know the future, you're probably going to do a lot of things that you wouldn't have normally done that to get to that reality or that ending. So let's say he knows that he's going to die at a certain day. He probably do a lot of things that will make him like maybe die faster, or maybe he'll just do something stupid and just go ahead and die anyway. So it's like the more futures you know, the greater you diverge from the track called fate and become a singularity, a heretical existence which makes the future unstable. So it's better for most folks not to know anything for things to proceed towards a good future. The duty of we singularities of fate is to aid the paths to good future from shadows. So basically, Jiraiya Kashin has the power to completely fuck up everything with the knowledge that he has. So he has to act as really a neutral to keep things going as they should. And as he says here, Boruto also will act in that way because he knows futures. And that's why he probably won't say things like, hey, Naruto is this to pay people. He has to be careful. He told Shikamaru. It's just saying more things. Basically, Boruto's saying more things about how things actually are and fuck up the reality that he wants to obtain. And Ida, who maybe didn't see every part of Kashi Koji and Boruto's conversations has seen this, and because Kashi Koji is telling Naruto or Boruto this, that obviously she learns as well. So it will be on her to not say too many things because she could possibly fuck up everything. Boruto isn't saying much because he's trying to prevent unnecessary danger. And yeah, so we just kind of went on about that. As for Konoha, they won't stop seeing or treating him as an enemy, even though it's obvious we have a mutual foe, so it's up to us three to help him. I don't think Boruto wants us to know. Let's go Sumire, using her brain while Sakura's daughter uses her heart. We may have taken Boruto aside outwardly, yet we know almost no crucial intel about him. Oh, she's going a different direction because I feel like. I think it's because of that we've been able to live. No, it's the same direction I was going into. We live freely because of the lack of intel. Yeah. You saw it too, didn't you? If it going badly, Boruto might die instead of just being wounded. It's too reckless to take those things on by himself. And you consider the possibility that he might have gotten hurt because we were there. Oh shit. You might want to try putting yourself in Boruto's shoes. Sumeri's trying to say about like pissing off Sarada, but she's saying the right thing. Do you really think he likes having to keep things from us? Has there ever been a moment where you've reflected on his pain? Damn. Emotional intelligence. Sarada, where's yours at? Oh, she's not thinking about, whoa, she's not thinking about Sumeri's feelings either. You do know, don't you, that I like Boruto a lot, and yet you just left it to his arms. Yo! Yeah, she's trying to get the Boruto bop, bro. Chill out, Sarda. Stop stealing my man, dude. Yo, if I was in a room, I would put Jolene right here, right in this video at this point. Jolene, not Cujo. All right, now get out of here, JoJo fans. I'm not talking about that one. I'm gonna read this one verbatim. I've tried to be respectful of your feelings to understand that your reaction in that moment was to be expected. But what about you, Sarda? When you were right in front of me, did you think about my feelings at all? Even just a little bit? Stop trying to fuck my man. It's a Jerry Springer ass shit, dude. RP. Um, it's so intense, and I'm afraid to even twitch. And yet, this is crazy fun. Keep going. Damn. Yo. Sumeri, man, she wanted to lock my man Boruto down and started her cheating. Kind of cheating. I mean, she's not really cheating because she A is not trying to really have any relationship with Boruto in that manner, and B did not, I think, have the emotional intelligence to know that Sumeri like wasn't locked down Boruto. But yeah, she still called her class. I just thought about that shit. I just read this panel and I was like, she's still calling her class rep. That one has a fucking name, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot her fucking name for like 10 chapters, but like I'm trying, and even Sarda isn't trying, bro. How long will I still just be class rep to you? Damn. Sarda just got fucking 8 lives, bro. So shout out to Kishimoto bringing humor back in this fucking series, dude. We didn't need these massive, like, dour stretches where, like, the world's ending and Naruto's being locked up and Kuruma's dying and this and that and that and that. Like, sometimes you need some happiness. And that's what Naruto OG had, was happiness and fun. You need that shit, man. This is fun. I mean, it's kind of sad for Sumeri, but, like, it's fun, right? I need another thumbnail, bro. I have another good thumbnail. I don't know if the first thumbnail has a good thumbnail. I need another good one. So yeah, Boruto just in and out. What is going on here? He's been in the village several times. You let him slip right through your fingers. You got him in custody. I've been able to dispose of him already. Who is that? Who's this? Is this like the kind of the head honcho of this shit? Recapture him and stuff him out quickly. Should you fail, the responsible end up being brought to task. Lord Damio. So he's like the fire village kingpin, right? We should put an end to this in a manner that suits your wishes. If you're up to me, I'd rather not meet you in person. That's what gets you most my thoughts. Shout out omnipresence, man. I like that you're out of sources, cute and endearing. And what of sans circumstances? Is that Sourdough or who's that? There's no divine tree person. Is that is Sand the main dude? The main one? No, that's Jorah. Who's Sand? What the fuck? Is that the name of them? Who is Sand? I don't know who that is. Same as Rai's model on that Senegakur boy, Shinki, and his target, the Kazakage. He sealed away. Ryu is able to do that still because it's issues. Yeah, okay. I'll arrange a mission to Senegakur's stat. By the way, what I saw from a few hours ago wasn't real time. There's an annoying divine tree actually able to look into my eyes when I'm watching with this Sumire gone. It made my blood run cold. I don't know what he might have done if I kept watching. So Bug, who was, I think Bug's a normal person. He just was like a fucking like housekeeper for the code estate. I don't think he had like, any kind of like programming from Amado, if I remember correctly. I don't think he did. Obviously, he was in contact with them for a while. So, excuse me. Maybe he just, because of his familiarity, he's given some ability to kind of neg omnipotence. But he was the only one that seemed to have, like, knowledge that she was watching, you know, a few chapters ago. I don't think anybody else did. I could be wrong, though. It did say he pretty much, like, he was in an existence, a domain with her. Maybe he could just, like, beat the fuck out of her. I don't know. Please don't ask me to watch him in real time anymore. Mr. Fine, I'm grateful for what you've done. The God you can report. Okay, so Boruto, you set it up, help him escape. Don't play dumb. I won't tell on you to Konoha. I mean, it wouldn't be to my advantage to endanger your position. Besides, I just don't intend to reveal anything to you. I haven't told a single lie. Above all else, I don't want to cause Boruto trouble. Yo, Boruto is... every girl in this fucking village has a hot for Boruto now, I see. Anti-Naruto, but I mean, he's Sasuke's protege, and Sasuke, you know, obviously. Kawaki's agreed to team up with him for now, so if you want something done with his divine trees, I leave them to do it alone. Ida Barth is a mystery accomplice. She's gonna do her singularity thing and hold it down. He previously spoke to me in the form of a toad, and toad familiar as Kashin Koji, isn't it? Oh shit, Kashin Koji. How did he get on Ida? I guess Ida let him tag along, I guess. No questions. Okay. Alright. Shikamaru, dude, he's on a lot of shit in at this point. Sarutobi Konohamaru, Uchiha Sarada, and Mitsuki deploy those three to the land of wind. So that'd pretty much be like the S, because I mean, I think I don't want to say Team 7, but like the Team 7 of this series, those two in Boruto, and I think Konohamaru was his senpai or whatever, because he's a Jonin, right? So he would have been basically Kakashi. He would have been Kakashi for them. I don't know what they call him, but I guess his teacher or whatever you want to say. Either Ryu or Matsuri are bound to show up there, perhaps even both together. Have a trio team up with two sand ninjas to slay them. Ryu or Matsuri. So that's Gaara's kid or what the fuck is her name? Lovey. Give me a convincing reason why. And Shikamaru's probably just like, God damn, dude, this motherfuckers is like, yeah, Shikamaru's learning something completely fucking wild every single damn moment. If it's not enough to convince him, they come up with something plausible. He's like just moving his feet, trying to keep it all like together. Like this dude is barely hanging on at this point. And he's doing his dolo. Like, doesn't trust the people he's working with. You know, I don't really think like Ida is like a confidant. And Boruto's in and out. He has like nobody really trusts. Okay, one other thing: do not let Uzumaki Himawari outside of Konoha. Jura wants her. It might draw his notice, and it will result in her death. Fortunately, Jura holds Konoha's cultural value in high esteem, and he himself is reluctant to wage battle within the village. So, barring any extreme circumstances, she should be safe for now as long as she stays within the village's boundaries. And notify everyone to treat him as any ordinary customer. What? if Jorah happens to pay a visit to the bookstore or some such. Are you serious? This is no joke. What is most critical is to not provoke Jorah. Understand that if you truly anger him, we have no chance of winning. Absolutely none. Okay. Yo, this man's calling plays like a fucking quarterback. This dude is Bill Belichick out here at this point. I guess it makes Shikamaru with Tom Brady. Again, keep in mind we said in the first half of this video, Koch and Coach has to do all this without causing an alternate timeline that ultimately results in Konoha losing. I think he said, not to fucking Doctor Strange it, but like, I think he kind of said to him, like, outwardly that there's not many timelines in which they win. So he's really have to, like, ride a very narrow path here because of what he's telling them. So if he's saying such pronounced things like, hey, Himawari, like, can't go outside this village or she will die, or you can't touch Jorah, or it's kind of obvious, right? Like, if you piss off Jorah, like, we've always said this, I said this in the beginning, there's nobody fucking with Jorah. Like, Jorah is on his own tier, and Boruto may be under that tier, but Jorah is of himself. And obviously, you can't just say, throw Boruto and Kawaki at him and win, because he knows, Kashikoji knows that they're going to send, or at least thought about sending Boruto and Kawaki. So if it was possible to kill Jorah with that combo, they would just send those two, but that's obviously not possible. And they also kind of need Kawaki to unlock the rest of his abilities, just limiters, with Amado. So they're not in any kind of place to even try to touch our guy, Jorah, at this point. But yeah, this is crazy. To avoid Jorah interfering, we'll hit the others with the minimum force required, and if Jorah shows up, retreat immediately. That's all from me. I wish you luck. My belated thanks for your assistance in Boruto's escape. I am very much obliged. You followed your heart, going against your village laws and your fellows, to carry out without any proof of the truth, to do what you believe was right. I will not coerce you. Keep following your heart to achieve a good future. It's a real ass nigga, man. Koch and Coach is a real ass dude, bro. I'm sorry. He's kind of like, he's like a narrator of sorts of this series, dude. Like, he is part of it, but he's not really part of it at the same time, right? What a bother. Yari Daze, man. Are these the same trinkets that Boruto needs to teleport? I don't think so, but like this one looks a lot like keep that star in the back of your mind here. Well, it's a sun, so I mean it's not the same, but it's, yeah, maybe he could ask her to put one on. Follow your heart, huh? I don't know if we're gonna do the continue. There's some real custom thumbnail like potential, but I've like kind of made a thing like I have to pick a panel. It's like a tradition almost. I've done it for a while, so I don't know. I don't know if I really want to break that up. So we have Konohamaru, we have Mitsuki, and we have Sarada. So we just skipped ahead of time, I guess, a little bit. So nothing. Sand Ninja will make fun of you. Master Konohamaru, Yodo, and Araya. I think both of those were with Gara and his kid when they got snatched up. So they follow so far Koch and Koji's wishes. Master, where did Lord Eighth get this intel? Supposedly a reliable source, but I'm dubious about it as well. It's been a while. Your aura changed a lot of you into a guy. Not that it matters. So she's crushing on Boruto too. Divine Tree people. What is this toad? Oh shit. A clue that'll lead to Boruto. Koch and Koji, no. He was right about something, but I wonder if it's intentional by him. I wonder if he planted that toad intentionally to get their attention. So let's just say that he planted that toad, and he needed to stop them, like for a second, at this exact spot, so that they would be there to stop him. It's possible. I don't think that his toad just got like kidnapped, or not kidnapped, but blindsided by these guys. I think it's intentional. If he knew where they were going to be at, I would assume he knew where his toad was going to be at that point in time. I would just think. Assuming that this goes on and we're now in the relative present, We're going to get time as you can already tell, time will not be as linear as it's been in previous Naruto parts. Like it's going to be kind of up and down sometimes, and But this is where we're at now, I think. So we're gonna have Mitsuki, Sarda, uh, Yodo, and Araya, and Konohamaru, who's terrible, against two divine trees. Does not seem like it will be the best interest of these guys to fight them. Sarda was able to damage Sasuke, but Sasuke ultimately seemed like he was stronger than them until Boruto kind of kicked in a gear and took him out completely, or almost completely. I don't think that by themselves, I don't think they could have done it. And also, Sasuke, I think, would have got stronger as that fight progressed, or at least he would have known his abilities more as the fight progressed. But they can also regenerate as well. So you have to, as Naruto did, you have to destroy them completely. Um, Gaara's kid appeared to have a high level of Saiyan ability that, like, even they couldn't penetrate. So, assuming that kid's as strong as these two, they may have Saiyan enough to like restrict or just completely constrict these two. But it's a divine tail beast amp, and this guy has that divine tail beast amp. He felt pretty comfortable he could just kill Cole by himself. So I'd probably say bare minimum that each one of these two scales to level above any of these guys individually. Now maybe I just spit the fuck out of my monitor. Holy shit. Maybe as a force they can take them out, but as I've said, Boruto was like probably the strongest guy under Jorah, and he was needed to take out Sasuke. So I'm not sure like what Sarada with three Tomo Sharingan and Mitsuki with Sage Mode should do in this. Sage Mode Mitsuki doesn't scale to Boruto whatsoever. Like, it's like literally like not even the same world. So I don't know. Maybe there's some strategy, some ability that those two Sand Ninja have. I don't know. It does seem like Kashi Koji had the intention that they would be able to outright defeat these two, right? Because we got this panel right here. Have your trio teams team up with two Saiyans to slay them. So that's the world that he predicted. And again, it could unfail because he gave his whole speech about singularities and good features not happening. It's possible that them knowing ends up with them messing up in this fight. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. That's it for me, though. We went for what, 25 minutes? 29. Okay, I could probably goes down to about 25 or so, but I hope you guys enjoyed. I think I'm just going to drop both of these in relative proximity, which I don't like to do, but I'm sitting on two videos and I got to put them out there. So, peace. Oh, happy Thanksgiving, even though this is going to be now after Thanksgiving when the time is posted. But